Every holiday season, millions of Americans over 65 pay out of pocket for costs that federal and state programs were specifically designed to cover. These programs are funded and available, but the agencies running them don't send reminders or run advertisements. The people who benefit are the ones who knew to ask. This video covers 8 of those costs, what each program covers, who qualifies, and how to access it before enrollment windows close. Like and subscribe before we start. Share this with every senior in your life, and let's get into it. 1. Holiday meal delivery through the Older Americans Act Nutrition Program. The Older Americans Act, administered through the Administration for Community Living, funds a national network of meal delivery programs specifically for Americans age 60 and older. The most widely known version is Meals on Wheels, but the federal funding umbrella covers a much broader network of local meal programs that deliver during the holiday season, including Thanksgiving and Christmas meal deliveries that go far beyond the standard daily meal. During the holidays, many local programs funded through this network provide a complete holiday meal, turkey, sides, dessert, delivered directly to the homes of eligible seniors who cannot easily prepare or obtain a hot meal on their own. Income qualification for OAA nutrition programs is deliberately flexible. Unlike many federal programs with strict income cutoffs, the OAA nutrition program uses a contribution-based model where recipients are asked to contribute what they can rather than being excluded on the basis of income. This means a senior who technically does not meet low-income thresholds for other programs may still qualify for meal delivery. The entry point is the local area agency on aging, reachable through the elder care locator at eldercare.acl.gov or by calling 1-800-677-1116. Call before mid-November to confirm holiday meal availability in your specific county. Demand consistently exceeds capacity in urban areas during Thanksgiving and Christmas weeks, and programs that have capacity in early November are often fully booked by late November. Early contact is the difference between receiving the service and being waitlisted for it. What most people don't realize is that many local OAA-funded programs use the holiday delivery as a wellness check. A volunteer confirms the senior is safe and flags concerns to the agency for follow-up. For seniors living alone, that human contact is as valuable as the food. If you have an elderly neighbor who lives alone, contacting the area agency on aging on their behalf takes 5 minutes and can connect them to support they would never have found alone. 2. Home heating assistance. Through LIHEAP, the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHEAP, is a federally funded program administered at the state level that helps eligible households cover the cost of home heating during winter months. For senior households on fixed incomes, the winter heating bill is one of the most significant and least predictable expenses of the year, and LIHEAP was specifically designed to prevent the scenario of elderly individuals having to choose between heat and food. The program covers heating oil, natural gas, electricity for heat, propane, and in some states, wood and pellets. Benefits are paid directly to the utility or fuel supplier rather than to the household, which eliminates any concern about the funds being redirected. The federal LIHEAP allocation for 2026 has been distributed to states, and many states begin accepting applications in October and November, with funds running on a first-come, first-served basis until exhausted. Income eligibility is generally set at or below 150% of the federal poverty level, though states have the authority to extend eligibility to 60% of state median income, which captures a broader range of fixed income seniors. The application is handled through state energy offices or local community action agencies. Search your state name plus LIHEAP at benefits.gov to find the exact application point for your location. Do not wait until December. LIHEAP funds in high-demand states like New York, Illinois, and Pennsylvania are frequently depleted before mid-December, leaving applicants who applied late with no benefit for the coldest months of the year. What most seniors don't know is that LIHEAP has a separate crisis component. If you receive a utility shutoff notice during winter, crisis assistance can be triggered independently from the standard heating benefit, with its own funding pool that often remains available even when the main fund is depleted. A senior told that LIHEAP funds are exhausted should ask specifically about crisis assistance. It is administered and funded separately, and no senior should lose heat because they didn't know the right question to ask. 3. Travel and transportation assistance for medical appointments during the holidays. The holiday season creates a specific challenge for seniors with regular medical appointments, transportation services. They typically operate on reduced schedules. Family members are occupied with their own holiday commitments, and the appointments themselves are often more critical in winter months when chronic conditions are more active. Several Several federally supported programs cover transportation costs for medical appointments that most seniors are unaware of. Medicare Advantage plans, which are private insurance plans approved by Medicare, are now required to cover non-emergency medical transportation as a supplemental benefit for eligible members. This includes rides to and from medical appointments, dialysis, and therapy sessions. Beyond Medicare Advantage, the Veterans Transportation Service, run by the Department of Veterans Affairs, covers transportation for eligible veterans to VA medical facilities at no cost, including during holiday periods. State-level Medicaid programs in most states also cover non-emergency medical transportation for Medicaid-eligible seniors as a mandatory benefit, meaning the state cannot deny this coverage to qualified members. If you are on Medicare Advantage and have been paying out of pocket for rides to medical appointments, contact your plan's member services line and ask specifically about your non-emergency medical transportation benefit. The exact number of rides covered and the approved transportation providers vary by plan, but many members have this benefit active and have never been informed it exists. A single phone call to member services can activate a benefit worth hundreds of dollars per year in transportation costs. For seniors not on Medicare Advantage or Medicaid, the Section 5310 program, funded by the Federal Transit Administration, provides grants to nonprofits specifically to fund transportation for seniors in areas where public transit is inadequate. These services operate in rural and suburban communities across every state and are free or very low cost. To find providers in your area, contact your local transit authority or area agency on aging. Both typically maintain lists of available senior transportation options by county. 4. Gift and toy assistance programs for senior-led households. An estimated 2.7 million grandparents in the United States are the primary caregivers for their grandchildren, and this number rises during the holiday season when parents are absent due to incarceration, substance use treatment, military deployment, or other circumstances. For fixed-income grandparents who are effectively running households for children, the cost of holiday gifts represents a significant financial pressure that several government-supported programs were designed to address. Community Services block grant funding, distributed through local community action agencies, supports holiday assistance programs that provide toys, gifts, and holiday supplies to income-eligible households with children. The Salvation Army's Angel Tree program and the Marine Corps' Toys for Tots program both operate with significant federal and state partnership funding, making them semi-governmental in their structure and reach, and both have explicit provisions for grandparent-led households. Application windows for holiday assistance programs through community action agencies typically open in September and October, with many programs closing applications by early November when their capacity is reached. A senior grandparent who waits until December to research these programs will almost universally find the application window closed and the available inventory committed to earlier applicants. Contact your local community action agency, findable through communityactionpartnership.com by October at the latest. Some programs maintain a waitlist for cancellations, but capacity in most markets is exhausted weeks before the holidays arrive. Grandparents raising grandchildren are also eligible for the Kinship Navigator program, federally funded under the Family First Prevention Services Act. Kinship Navigators provide one-on-one case management connecting grandparent caregivers to every benefit they qualify for: SNAP, Medicaid for the children, childcare subsidies, and legal custody assistance. Many grandparents struggling financially during the holidays are leaving multiple federal benefits unclaimed because no one has walked them through the full picture. A Kinship Navigator does exactly that at no cost. 5. Prescription cost coverage. Through extra help and state pharmaceutical assistance programs, the holiday season coincides with the Medicare annual enrollment period and the reset of prescription drug cost structures under Medicare Part D, and this convergence creates a specific window where senior prescription costs can spike or where coverage gaps become apparent. The Social Security Administration's Extra Help program, also called the Low Income Subsidy, provides full or partial subsidy of Medicare Part D prescription drug costs for income-eligible seniors, covering premiums, deductibles, and co-payments. In 2026, the income limit for full Extra Help is approximately 135% of the federal poverty level, with partial subsidy available up to 150%. Separately, 39 states operate their own state pharmaceutical assistance programs that layer additional prescription cost coverage on top of Medicare for state residents who qualify. These programs are not Medicare and are not administered through Social Security, which is why most eligible seniors never learn about them. The Medicare Rights Center at MedicareRights.org maintains an updated database of state pharmaceutical assistance programs by state. During the holiday season specifically, when budget pressures can cause seniors to reduce medication doses or skip fills to manage costs, knowing about Extra Help and state SPAP programs is not a financial optimization, it is a health intervention. A senior who is rationing a blood pressure medication or skipping skipping a cholesterol drug because of holiday expenses is taking a clinical risk that these programs exist specifically to prevent. 6. Home weatherization assistance for winter preparation. The Weatherization Assistance Program, funded through the Department of Energy and administered by states, pays for energy efficiency improvements to homes owned or rented by income-eligible households, with particular priority given to elderly residents, people with disabilities, and households with young children. The improvements covered include insulation of walls, floors, and attics, sealing of air leaks, replacement of inefficient heating systems, and installation of programmable thermostats, all of which directly reduce winter heating costs for the households that receive them. The average weatherization package saves approximately $372 per year in energy costs, with improvements lasting 15 years or more, meaning the total value delivered to the household over the life of the improvements far exceeds what most recipients realize when they apply. Income eligibility is set at or below 200% of the federal poverty level, which is higher than many other energy assistance programs and captures a broader range of senior homeowners and renters on modest fixed incomes. Renters can receive weatherization assistance with landlord consent, and for rental properties with senior tenants, the landlord often agrees because the improvements increase property value and reduce maintenance costs. Applications are taken through state weatherization offices and local community action agencies. The program has a documented wait list in many states because demand exceeds annual funding. Applying early, ideally in September or October before winter, puts you at the front of the queue for improvements that can be installed before the coldest months arrive. 7. Holiday food box and pantry programs through USDA commodity distribution. The USDA's Commodity Supplemental Food Program provides monthly boxes of nutritious food, canned goods, cereals, peanut butter, dry milk, canned meats, and similar shelf-stable items to income-eligible adults aged 60 and older. During the holiday season, many CSFP distribution sites supplement the standard monthly box with additional holiday-specific items, and local food banks that partner with the USDA frequently receive holiday-specific commodity distributions, including canned cranberry sauce, stuffing, canned pumpkin, and other holiday staples. The program is entirely funded by the federal government and distributed through a network of local agencies at no cost to the recipient. Income eligibility for CSFP is set at or below 130% of the federal poverty level. Importantly, CSFP participation does not affect SNAP benefits. The two programs are designed to be complementary, and receiving CSFP food boxes does not reduce a participant's SNAP allotment. The entry point is a local CSFP distribution site, which can be located through your county's food bank or through the USDA's Food and Nutrition Service website at fns.usda.gov. For seniors already receiving SNAP but not enrolled in CSFP, adding the commodity program is straightforward and provides meaningful additional food support during the months when utility and heating costs are highest. The two programs together, SNAP for flexible purchasing and CSFP for a reliable monthly box of staples, create a more stable food security foundation than either program provides alone. The USDA's Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program provides low-income seniors with coupons redeemable at authorized farmers markets and roadside stands for fresh fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Seniors who received coupons earlier in the year and have unused balances should check expiration dates. Some states extend use into November. Those who miss the current year's distribution should register early for next year, since the program is first come, first served, and typically exhausted within weeks of opening at the local level. 8. Free or reduced cost holiday travel assistance for seniors. Holiday travel to visit family is one of the most significant discretionary costs senior Americans on fixed incomes face, and a combination of federal programs, state initiatives, and nonprofit partnerships creates a landscape of reduced or free travel assistance that most seniors never access. Amtrak's National Railroad Passenger Corporation offers a 10% senior discount on most fares for travelers age 65 and older, which is applied automatically to qualifying reservations and is stackable with other Amtrak promotional fares. For veterans specifically, the Armed Forces Vacation Club and several state Veterans Affairs programs provide subsidized travel assistance for holiday visits that can be accessed through your state VA office. Beyond transportation itself, the National Council on Aging's Benefits Checkup platform at benefitscheckup.org is the most comprehensive single resource for identifying federal and state benefits that apply to a specific senior situation, including travel assistance programs that are state-specific and therefore not widely publicized nationally. Some area agencies communities on aging also operate volunteer driver programs that provide free transportation for seniors to holiday gatherings within a defined local radius, a resource that exists specifically to combat holiday isolation, but that most eligible seniors are unaware of. The holiday season is the peak period for senior isolation, and the programs designed to address it are funded and waiting. The gap is always awareness, not availability. 8 programs, all federally or state funded, all specifically designed to reduce the financial pressure that the holiday season places on senior Americans, and virtually none of them marketed directly to the people they were built to serve. The system was not designed to find you. It was designed to be available when you find it. The Area Agency on Aging Network, reachable through the Elder Care Locator at 1-800-677-1116, is the single most powerful entry point for almost every program covered in this video. One call connects you to a local specialist who knows every available benefit in your county. Meal delivery programs fill their holiday capacity in October and November. LIHEAP funds run out in high-demand states before December. Holiday assistance applications through community action agencies close weeks before Christmas. The time to access these programs is now, not after the bills have already arrived. The Benefits Checkup tool at benefitscheckup.org, run by the National Council on Aging, allows any senior to enter their zip code and age and see every benefit program they may qualify for at the federal, state, and local level simultaneously. It takes under 10 minutes and frequently surfaces programs people have been eligible for and missing for years. Every senior watching this video should share it with at least one other senior in their life, because the person who knows about these programs and the person who would benefit from them are frequently not the same person. Hit the like button if this opened up something you or someone you know can use this holiday season. Subscribe for more senior benefit content every week, and share this with every senior in your life who deserves to know what has already been set aside for them. We will see you in the next one.